Magdalena Carmen Frida Kahlo y Calderón was a Mexican painter known for her many portraits, self-portraits, and works inspired by the nature and artifacts of Mexico. She developed her artistic style to explore questions of identity, postcolonialism, gender, class, and race in Mexican society. Her paintings often had strong autobiographical elements and mixed realism with fantasy. In addition to belonging to the post-revolutionary Mexicayotl movement, which sought to define a Mexican identity, Kahlo has been described as a surrealist or magical realist. She is also known for painting about her experience of chronic pain. She was born in Coyoacán, near Mexico City, on the 6th of July, in 1907. Frida grew up in a bright blue house called La Casa Azul with her parents and sisters. When she was 6 years old, she became ill with polio and her leg was permanently damaged. Frida spent a lot of her life in and out of hospitals. She had many health problems and she suffered a lot of pain. When she was 18, she was in a bus accident. She broke lots of bones and she spent many months recovering. It was at this time that Frida started to paint. Many of her paintings from this time are self-portraits that show her pain and suffering. Kahlo's first self-portrait was self-portrait in a velvet dress in 1926. The other self-portraits were Time Flies, 1929, Portrait of a Woman in White, 1930, Self-Portrait dedicated to Leon Trotsky, 1937, Memory, The Heart, 1937, The Two Fridas, 1939, and so on. Her interest in Mexican folk art after marriage influenced her paintings, which are very bright and colorful, with an original style that is very personal to Frida. However, they continued to show the pain and sadness which she experienced during her life. Frida Kahlo died on the 13th of July 1954, after suffering more and more health problems. After Kahlo's death, her husband had La Casa Azul redesigned as a museum dedicated to her life. The Frida Kahlo Museum opened to the public in 1958, a year after Rivera's death. The Diary of Frida Kahlo, covering the years 1944 to 54, and The Letters of Frida Kahlo, were both published in 1995. Although Kahlo had achieved success as an artist in her lifetime, her posthumous reputation steadily grew from the 1970s and reached what some critics called Fridamania by the 21st century. She is perhaps one of the best-known artists of the 20th century. The dramatic parts of her life, the debilitating injury from the bus accident, the turbulent marriage, the sensational love affairs, and the heavy drinking and drug use inspired many books and movies in the decades following her death. Kahlo's work has been celebrated internationally as emblematic of Mexican national and indigenous traditions and by feminists for what is seen as its uncompromising depiction of the female experience and form. Thanks for watching.